Hi everyone, welcome to the Timto channel, and this is my take on making a customized Captain America mask. So I usually make masks for my kids for every superhero or for an event that they would like to go to. As you would know, superhero masks that you get from the toy store are really expensive. So I just do a customized mask. Usually I just buy one like this. This is a generic mask that you could buy from a bookstore or from an arts and crafts store. And then what I do is I get one of these masks and I print out a template like this one, and then I just overlay it onto the mask. And after that I try to put draw the design on the mask and paint it or cut out things that would be imprinted or that would be placed onto the mask. That's what I usually do. You could use poster color, watercolor, or any coloring material that you could do with your kids. And then usually I use a spray paint because I also do gunpla or plamo painting. So I usually have those paints, plastic paints for the model toys, and I'll just prepare some of the stuff. But right now this would just be a blue and white, so it would be easy. I guess what I'll be doing is I'll be painting this one blue and then just cutting out the letter A to be placed here. I would not be making a stencil of the letter A and then just paint it, but we'll see. I have the tools now. I have a light blue paint. This is the light blue color mask for Cap, so I'll be using that color and cutting out more of the eyes so that would have not this shape, and I'll show it to you once I have prepared all of the things before the finished product. Okay, so now we have traced parts of the from the template. I use this one, so I cut it out and then traced it, and then also for the edges. And so basically I'll be just painting this one blue, and then the outlines might be using a marker, a black marker for it. But for this one, for the eyes, I'll be cutting it out, and the edges here. So but I'm still thinking if I would be cutting the letter A and then just pasting it here, so that when I do the spray paint, won't have to color or to overlay another piece of paper on the head for the letter A. But we'll see later on. So that's it for now. I'll be cutting the mask, and I'll show you once I have cut it out and painted it. Okay, so now we were already able to cut the outline. So there's the mask. There's just we just have to smoothen the edges, but basically it's there. And I have cut an outline for the letter A, so I'll be sticking it here, and when I do the spray paint, so that it would already have a white A on top of it, and then I'll just use the markers for the lining for the mask. Okay, yeah, I opted out not to put a white. The old design has a some sort of a white feather on the side, so opted not to use that. I'll go check what I could do with this one, with the one here, but basically I'll be putting an outline later on. So I'll have to stick it here and then do a spray paint, and we'll be back once it has dried up and once I would be able to add the lines for the mask. Okay, so we now have the mask painted, though it's very light. It has a different shade. I miscalculated with with how the shade would look on the mask, so it would have a different feel. It doesn't be like the light blue color. It's more of a is it teal or blue green, something like that. But yeah, I guess that would do. I already did 2 coats on this one to make it a bit darker, but it it didn't do much. Initially, I stated that I would be putting a some sort of a stencil of the letter A, so that when I paint it, it would already have the white markings. But I did not do that, as the material, it's like just soft paper mache or something, that it easily scratches, or if you stick something to it. As you can see from the back, these are just from the from cutting it from the cutter, or even using scissors, you get those niches. Well, anyway, that's why I did not proceed with putting a stencil, because I don't know how to stick it here to make it stick, that it won't affect the material. So I'll be using a marker. Yeah, I have blue. I'll try to look for a black one, and then this one, it's a metallic silver marker that I guess I'll be using for the letter A, and a blue marker for the panel lines. Okay, so we'll start, and once I'm done, I'll show it to you guys. So let's proceed. And if you're very artistic, it would really help drawing the panel lines. So I'll be back once I have already placed the panel lines and the markings on the mask. Okay, so now I guess we have the final product. Okay, so just to rub it in, I really thought that I was artistic, but it seems not, as I do just have the concept, but it seems like I'm not that artistic as I thought I was again. So well, anyway, hope my kid likes this one. So the blue lining, I guess it would complement the light blue color instead of using a black one. Okay, but the silver metallic finish, I mean the marker that I used, it seems good. It does glow or reflect light off it once you do it. The eyebrows reminds me of the old Batman series, but anyway, this is the finished product, or the final product. I just copied it from one of the templates over the net that I was able to get, and that's it. So my take on this one is that it would look better if you're really artistic, if you're and creative. it would cost less, as the mask would be around less than 100 pesos. The markers, you could get, I guess the markers you could get it for less than 100 for each, but you could make use of it for other projects that you would have. Also, the paint, you could I think you could buy paint or watercolor for less than 100 itself, but I use a bit more expensive, as I use the spray paint can for this one. But of course, it would just consume less paint, so you could still use it for other projects or other items that you would have to paint on. So I guess I spent less than 500 in making this, and I did enjoy it. My kid would also enjoy it, so there would be more bonding time when you guys make it. So I guess you could get more by just making your own mask than just buying stuff. Though of course the quality and the design would be better if you bought one. So it's up to you on how you would like to make to have one. So, but for me, this would just be some sort of a project or a creativity art that I would just have to make with my kids. So, um, if you learned something, hopefully you could try to do something like this as well. And thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.